Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode of Bionic Trades. In this video, we're going to pick up where we left off in our last video, where we established a baseline for the start of the 2022 trading year. I've spent over 2 years trying to develop a consistent trading strategy and also rooting out all the bugs along the way. I finally feel like we have a strong foundation to start actually making money. I hope to share some of the things that I've learned along the way in this video and also subsequent videos to maybe shorten the length of time to your profitability. Okay, so let's start by reviewing our first week's results. The bot did a couple things really well. The bot won 49% of its trades, which is really good. From what I've read, anything in the 40s is quite good for automated trading. The other thing that I like seeing is that our max wins are bigger than our max losses, which means our winning potential is greater than our maximum loss. Where we need the most improvement is increasing our average win versus our average loss. In other words, we're never going to make any money if we only win about 50% of the time, and our average win equals our average loss. It's like flipping a coin and winning $1 if it's heads, and losing $1 if it's tails. Hopefully you get what I mean. So I've made some code changes to allow the winners to run a little bit more, but I ended up spending more time trying to limit my losses and retaining the winnings that we're lucky enough to have. So the first thing I did was make our trail stops a lot more aggressive. This did reduce our win ratio, as you will see, but this was a fair trade-off since while we lost more often, we lose less per trade. The other change that I did was implement some code to better identify when the bot is successful and when it's not. The bot is basically looking for momentum, and momentum usually comes with some volatility. So sometimes the market has volatility, sometimes it doesn't, and other times it has way too much volatility. So we have to do our best to predict whether today is going to be a good day to trade, and at a more granular level, we have to determine whether this hour is good to trade. Under optimal conditions, we'll take bigger trades, and under less optimal conditions, we'll take smaller trades, and when it's really bad, we'll just stop trading altogether. So let's jump into our second week of the year. We didn't yet implement most of the changes that I talked about, so it's actually worse than our first week. It's this week that I actually recognized a lot of the things that I needed to fix. Let's dive in. So unfortunately, our win ratio dropped to 41%. And we took a loss for the week, a pretty heavy loss for the week actually. And then also you'll notice that our average win is pretty about 30% less than our average loss. And if you check out our hourly stats, you'll see that on the hours that we lose, we're not able to contain the losses lower than the hours that we actually win. And it's more the same with our daily stats, which is not hard since our best day is basically break even. Alright, so let's move on. I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing my bot suck. Week 3 gets a little bit better, but we're still not winning. Week 4 is when we finally are able to turn a profit. Notice the improvement in our win-loss ratio. Week 5 continues to show steady improvement, and by the way, I told myself that I would increase the bet size once I started to win more regularly. So in week 7, we actually doubled our bet size from $1,000 to $2,000. You can see that reflected in our wins and losses. Unfortunately, that did not result in additional profits for our week, but the good news is our win-loss ratio is improving, and we still ended the week with profits. Okay, we're almost caught up. Are you ready for our final week? Since we've won 2 weeks in a row, I decided again to up our bet to $3,000 per trade. Here it is. Come on, be honest, you were surprised, weren't you? After several weeks of hard work, we were able to improve all the metrics that we were focused on. We have an incredible win ratio of 51%, a total profit of $64.59, and a win-loss ratio of almost 3 to 1. Do you think I can keep winning like this, or did I just get lucky? I'm just as curious as you are, and I hope you stick around to find out. Well, that's a wrap for me. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already.